Happy New Year, the real Aaron Collins. Good morning. Oh, I didn't realize this was this loud. All right, good morning. Happy New Year. Happy 2020. 2020. Can you hear me okay? The first day, January the 1st, the very first day of a whole new decade, the ending of one decade into another, 2020. So many things are important this year. So good morning, everyone. This is your girl, Womban. And if you're catching this on the replay, good afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it is for you. But welcome to my channel. Welcome to the new year. And I'm very, very grateful for everyone that has made it here. Grateful for everyone's safety. And I'm very grateful for those that called to check on me last night, especially because they know that fireworks that I cannot see are an issue with me. But we're going to go ahead and get ready to get right into it. First thing I want to talk about is exactly what I had on the avatar or the thumbnail for the stream. First, love yourself. Others will come next. I'm going to change that just a little bit and say that first, love yourself. Others should come next. And I say that because sometimes you have people who will put other people before themselves, and they will love other people because they don't love themselves in a way to get love, or they will love other people and do for others to the detriment of themselves. Good morning, Red Rising. Sorry, Lucy. Good to see you. Well, self-love has always been important, but it's going to be even more important. Oh, this expired. Okay, well, that's another. But it's going to be even more prevalent for you to love yourself, for us to love ourselves first, because we have been catapulted into a very self-serving, a very self-centered, a very selfish time. We've been catapulted into a time where everyone demands attention and extreme energy pools. Good morning, San Francis. That has been an effect of social media. And an agenda. King Guard 70, good morning. Happy New Year. Of social emotional tests, checking, validation, and also social disconnect. And I say social disconnect because people find it much easier to communicate through social media and through technology in ways that makes them less comfortable and less able to socialize in person. Good morning. I said first. You skipped my comment, but now you. Happy New Year. Good morning, King Guard. I didn't mean to skip over you, darling. But also, very, very false senses of love and self-love. More things are going you to make people, to make us doubt ourselves, doubt our image, and be even more competitive with the images that we see pushed on us through mainstream media. Television programming, commercials, billboards, and social media. And if you think people had a hard time accepting themselves before, it's going to be even more crucial. Suicidal rates going up. And the more people strive to be accepted by others, and the more people strive to obtain financial success, and especially the more people strive to keep up with the Joneses, the more people are going to become suicidal. And also homicidal. So mental health also is going to be something that I believe we really need to talk about more often. It would be to everyone's own detriment to just say, oh, he crazy. Oh, she crazy. And just try to brush them off and just try to shove it under the carpet than before. Good morning. It's so good to see you, Raphael Hardwick. Happy New Year. When instead, even at the risk of offending someone, asking some questions to check the mental stability of that person, and even maybe the mental history, the mental health history of that person, to see if we can aid in getting them some help, evaluation, anything besides just brush them off. Because what we don't want to see is we don't want to see real, not the crisis acting, but we don't want to see more real mass destruction. I'll be seeing you, King R70. Keep doing what you do, darling. Thank you, and thank you for being who you are. Thank you. Okay? So, but one of those things, you know, that will help is us loving ourselves. Totally. Like really, really and truly coming to grips with who you are. Where you are right now, not where you used to be, not where you want to be, but where you are right now. Taking a look in the mirror, externally and internally. Good morning, Jim Johnson. A good look at yourself externally and internally. For everything that makes you who and what you are, right where you are. And accepting yourself 100%. With all of your failures, with all of your imperfections, with all of your flaws, with all of your mistakes, with all of your losses, with all of your tragedies, with all of your trials, with all of your tests, with all of your challenges, with all of your obstacles, with all of your emotions, everything. Now that's all of the negative things, could be negative things, right? Even if you have a criminal history, and that criminal history, that criminal background has had an effect on you, where you try to avoid remembering, discussing, facing your actions, because the way it makes you feel, the way it may make others feel, the way it may make others think about you, how you think about yourself. But come to grips with it and embrace it. Face it. Face all of it in a way that no other person could really ever do for you wholly. Meaning you gotta face who you are fearlessly. Because the only way we can grow to someone and something better, truly, where there is no shame, is to first accept and embrace the things that make us shame. Because see, we are the ones who are left alone to face ourselves in the dark when nobody else is around. And that's why some people cannot stand to be alone. That's why some people cannot stand silence. The anxiety of facing ourselves. To some is frightening. And social media, the access to people 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year. No matter what time of day, no matter what time of night it is, you can be in the presence of someone else socially, because social media never, ever stops. So behind a keyboard or behind a gadget, you can really be engulfed in what's going on everywhere else and avoid yourself. I challenge us to not avoid ourselves, because social media, being engulfed in socialization, in a false socialization, because there is good socialization and there is true socialization, and then there is false socialization. And that false socialization is the personas that you engage on social media that may not be a true persona, and the persona that you yourself were displaying. But You can be anybody you want to be, especially behind an avatar. You can be anybody you want to be. And you can speak any way you want to speak. And no one is the wiser. No one has to be the wiser. Because all you have to do is jump in conversations, hit a like button, give a comment or two, I agree, mirror someone else's statements, and you're in. And you can form this camaraderie just like that. And you can keep it going. You can keep as long as it never comes away from the screen, away from the button. You can keep it going. False socialization. Shalom, and my brother and Yah, Master Moshe. But these false socializations, they still do not change who you really are. False socialization still does not make you who you are not. False socialization does not validate you. It does not improve you, and it does not love you. It can't. False socialization cannot love you because false socialization, number one, is false and it does not know you. But it's available 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days of what we know as the American year. You can even reach out to people across the globe, across the sea. So I challenge us to be willing to face ourselves so we can accept and love ourselves. Because this world is getting ready to tear everything and everybody apart that it possibly can. And there's no better way but to start with individuals, making individuals feel less worthy or totally unworthy, undervalued, unaccepted, creating monsters. And this is what society does. Society creates monsters and it never takes responsibility for the monsters they create. So when you embrace yourself and you fully love yourself and you can accept all, every last single bit of your ugly, you can more embrace your beauty. That's externally and internally. When you really love yourself and accept yourself and to project yourself to a better person, the less you have, the less we, you, I, because don't get it twisted. Just because I'm saying you, I'm speaking you, I, us, we. So you yourself all the time just to be the better version, the healthier version, the more noble version, the best working version, the best productive version, the best effective version, the best influential version of you that you can possibly be, the less competitive, the less unnecessarily competitive you will have to be with others. You will feel, shall I say, than others. Because at the end of the day, being the best version of ourselves is all that we can be. You will never be a better version of somebody else. Never be a better version of somebody else. And no one else will ever be a better version of you. So, get like Mike. No, don't get like Mike. Get like you. Appreciate the greatness of others without diminishing the greatness within you. When you can appreciate the greatness of others without diminishing the greatness within you, it makes it that much more difficult for someone to tear you apart. I'm telling you, this world is coming. This world is coming to tear us apart. So that you will be, so that we, so that you, I, we, so that people, so that society will be more dependent on what everyone else that doesn't have anything to do with who we are or what we're doing, but just for the sake of looking good, just for the sake of being impressive, just for the sake of a kudos without the real work, will have us chasing to be like everything and everyone else except who we were designed to be. And you will never feel good enough. Never feel good enough in that place, especially with the rise of artificial intelligence. And when everything and anything can be fixed or changed with a needle and a scalpel. You don't like this about yourself? Well, go ahead and you don't like your eyes? Well, you can go have your eyes tightened. Or you don't like your nose? Well, you can go have your nose thinned. Or you don't like your lips? Well, you can go have your lips blown up. Or you don't like your butt? Oh, you can go have your butt blown up. You don't like your waist? Well, we can just take that out. You don't like your hair? You can just have this hair. You don't like the color of your eyes? Well, you can have this color. You don't like the color of your skin, or this color of skin gets more attention? Well, you can bleach your skin, or you can darken your skin. Because you know they do that, right? We have blackfish. White people or non-black people coloring their skin with makeup for likes, for clicks, for likes, for clicks, and for crimes. Because best believe there are some crimes being done by non-blacks, pinned on black people, because the non-blacks fix themselves to look like a black person. The tapestry of evil that we have around us is very much entangled. It is very much deep. The rabbit hole is a very, very, very deep rabbit hole. So let me go ahead now. I'm going to stop right there. Love yourself. Man, please love yourself. Love yourself for the way the Creator brought you here. And improve on that version of self. Every day, compete just to be a better version of you. And every day is a new opportunity to be a better version of you. And sometimes you get an opportunity to be a better version of yourself before a day changes. Because it can be one decision that you make that would be different from a decision you would have made before. And in that instant, you become a better version of yourself. So pruning. I talked a couple of days ago about pruning. Something that I do usually at the end of the year. Sometimes I do it twice a year. But usually at least once a year, and at this time of year, I do pruning before the new year comes in. I look at relationships, or I look at situations, things going on in my life, where I am career-wise, school-wise, education-wise, just people-wise, like the whole thing. I look at the whole spectrum. And the people that has come into my life, or the people whose lives I've entered for different reasons. And I look at that, I use this time of year right before this time, right before this day, to see what needs to go, what is complete, what and who is complete, or what is no longer beneficial, what is no longer serving of myself, or serving of each other, or serving of them, where it's just complete. And I bring it to a close. With people, I do my little inventory, which reminds me, I have to let somebody know they made it back into another year. Hold on a second. So, with relationships, you know, It's usually with a phone call. If I'm severing ties or if I'm checking to see if we need to sever ties, it's usually with a phone call. See how people are doing, first of all, to discuss our journey, and then well wishes. To have a moment to express gratitude, and then well wishes. The music, San Francis, is Dr. Sax Love. And I chose Dr. Sax Love this morning, number one, because I love him, but also Dr. Sax Love lives up to his name. He has his vision and his mission for his music is to spread love. It's the whole reason why he does what he does with his music. He has a very beautiful spirit. I've had the opportunity of engaging him so I could inquire about using his music legally during my streams and do some work, some collaborating with him. So I'm very grateful because I really felt like this would be really good for this stream this morning. So I'm glad you are enjoying it as much as I am. So I realized that, I didn't really have to do any pruning this time around. Instead of pruning, I'm actually picking up. But I would like others to consider this pruning in remembrance and an acknowledgement of people coming to our lives for a season, a reason, or a lifetime. Not everyone is meant to be in our lives for a lifetime. And actually that's even including relationships with your family. Because sometimes, with our family, there are certain relationships that you get certain times you may get close to certain family members, and it was only for a reason or only for a season, and it doesn't mean that you have to, push each other away. But there comes a time that when that time is up, that time is over, that you have to be okay with going into your different spaces, even as family, and still loving and accepting each other. But when we try to hold on to people longer than what we should, and longer than what we're supposed to, and vice versa, resentment, disappointment, and things like that really come into play because people can no longer fill a void or fulfill something in your life and vice versa, because what they were supposed to have done was already done and there is nothing left for them to do. So being okay with releasing people in a good and in a kind and a gentle way. Now sometimes in your pruning, it's not good. It's maybe there could have been some hurt there, some harm, some things that really hurt you, emotionally or financially or mentally, spiritually, maybe even drain you. Or maybe people felt like you were a drain on them. In that case, it's coming to grips with the issue so that you can get it right with that person and do the release. I need to put my hair in an afro pumps. But the reason I didn't have to do any of that today or before today is because when I lost my mother almost 2 years ago, my loved ones were loving enough, were kind enough, were generous enough to give me all the space and time needed. So now instead of pruning, I'm picking up. I'm picking up and I'm developing new, picking up, picking up some old, and embracing a whole new chapter for the decade. Now my messages for the American Black woman. My message for the American Black woman, along with loving yourself, is to get into a really good place. For us to get to a really good place with ourselves. For us to look more into what our divine purpose is for this earth, to this world. And get it right. Two, get in touch not only with our feminine energy, our natural feminine energy, but to go and find our femininity. American Black woman, femininity is so much more than how you dress. Now that's a start, but femininity is so much more than how we dress. It is so much more than makeup, hair. It's so much more than that. It's so much more than cleaning. It's so much more than cooking. And it's so much more than just saying, I am a female. I am a woman. A lot of those things that I just itemized are only attributes. Some of them are just, they're just girly, which please know that being girly is very good. We will take girly over manly any day. We would definitely take girly over manly any day. But being girly and being feminine are different things, are two different things. Welcome. I mean, all we really want are feminine women. If we had that, SYS wouldn't exist. You know, it's always a pleasure to have you here. I mean, my message to the American Black woman would be for us to be more selfish with loving ourselves and less selfish with loving others. Good morning, the reality of fitness. Happy 2020 to you as well. It would be, my sisters, to look into why you demand, we demand so much from others and want to give so little. Which also goes back into our femininity, because in our femininity, we are natural nurturers in our femininity. And nurturers are not takers. You caught that, huh? Yes. Yes, I must. I must. Also, American Black woman, for us to really get back into our houses and our communities. Now, this is only part of the message because I have more. We would be here all day for me to give out the whole message. Even for the American Black men, like any message, we'd be here all day if I went fully into details. So I'm just giving a brief summary of the message, series of the messages. American Black woman, recognize, we need to recognize what protection really is from our Black men, from our American Black men. My sisters, we really and truly need to take another look into what submission is, and what it looks like to us, for us, and the sacrifice and the discipline. Is this mic on? This mic on? Yeah. And the love that we need to render out. The kindness, the gentleness that we need to render. The welcoming, the warmth, that we need to render. The toning down, the toning down of the roughness, the toning down of the independence. I'm independent, I don't need no man. I can do this by myself, I don't need you. I can do this all by myself. Tone it down. Some of us need to just shut it up, but tone it down. Quiet it up. But before you tone it down, before you quiet it up, go look in the mirror. Go look in the mirror and say that to a mirror. With all of the strength, with all of the animosity, with all of the rough tone, with all of the attitude and edge. Say it in the mirror. I don't need you. You ain't nothing. You ain't shh. These black men ain't shh. I can do it all by myself. I can open my own door. Reigning woman does not open her own doors. If there is a man around, reigning woman does not open her own doors. I can carry it. I don't need no help. A reigning woman does not carry anything she don't have to if there is a man around. I can fix it. Reigning woman is not fixing anything she don't have to if there's a man around. It's good to know some things. It's good to know, matter of fact, it's good to know a lot of things. It's good to have the know-how. Because being self-sufficient is very important, you know, for every individual. You need to, at the bare minimum, be self-sufficient, right? But being self-sufficient should never equate to I don't need nobody. I don't want nobody. Ladies, my sisters, being self-sufficient and being independent are different things. And unless you want to be drug in the mud, unless you want to be lonely, unless you want to grow old by yourself and really do everything for yourself and by yourself, and unless you just don't like people, period, like you just don't like people, and there are people like that. There are some people who just do not like people, and it would behoove us to do as little as we have to with people that don't like people, okay? If they want to be by themselves and on an island by themselves or journey by themselves, so that we don't become a casualty of their journey, we should let them have their journey. But toning down and an attitude adjustment is very much necessary. That doesn't mean that we're supposed to all sound alike, walk alike, talk alike, look alike. No, not at all. Our personalities are supposed to be the exact same. No, we're not the same. We will never be the same. Could be similar, but we'll never be the same. But there's a demeanor that should be recognized in all of us. There's a certain energy that should exude from all of us without us looking alike, without us trying to act or imitate each other. So what my femininity is and what my feminine energy is really and truly may not be the same as yours. I know my feminine energy. I know my femininity. I am in touch and in tune with all that encompasses me. It is for you to get in touch with what encompasses you. And that takes a long time, and that's going to take even taking a look at your DNA, the history of the women in your family, our families, and also the future you desire to have. And not to negate the influence of the Creator. Now let me go back to sound. There are women, there are females that will have deep voices, right? You just have a deep voice. And the deep voice, the deeper voices does not make you less feminine. But what makes you less feminine with a deep voice is if that deep voice also has roughneck hood, how I want to say this, well, I think roughneck says it all, like just, just deep voice and roughneck. That's where your femininity is decreasing. And you can fix that, right? Like you may not, see, you can't fix your tone of voice. You cannot fix the sound, the depth or the lightness or the heaviness of your voice. But you can fix, you can repair, you can change, adjust the roughneck. Like I can't change, I cannot, not long term. I can play around with a deeper voice, but I can't just talk deep. Like I can, let me see. Let me do my man invitation. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Man invitation. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Yo, what's up, homie? What it do, baby? No, wait. No, wait. You can tell on that one. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Dang it. Okay, wait. Focus. 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 Homeboy talk. Homeboy talk. What it do, homie? What's up, homie? Grand Rising, Silk BB Scratcher. Great Wednesday. Happy 2020. How am I doing? Listen to my man voice, Silk. Listen to my man voice really quick before you leave. So, here we go. Here we go. Hello, Soulful Tarot. Happy 2020. What's up, homie? Nope, that was the wrong one. Nope, that was the wrong one. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. What up, homie? No, that's not the right one either. Beat my chest. Beat my chest. Okay. What up, dog? What up, dog? It's not doing good? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try two more. I will try two more times. Two more times. Two more times. Let me see. Let me maybe a sentence. Maybe a sentence. A sentence. Let me read something. Okay, I'm gonna read something in a man voice. So let me see here. Thank you for getting your copy of How to Get More Clients Without Losing Time and Money or Getting Screwed by a Marketing Company. I don't think I like that one. Let me try that one. You've made a great no. You've made a great decision, and I'm so excited to give you this copy of the book. Oh, the last post is kind of many? Okay, okay. Thank you for giving your copy of How to Get More Clients Without Losing Time and Money or Getting Screwed by a Marketing Company. So clearly, I could not keep that up. Okay, so just like I could not keep that up, no one with a naturally deep voice will be able to imitate my voice long term. It just won't happen. So, but adjust it, just adjusting the roughness. If you have a deep voice, just adjusting the roughness. Because like even with my voice, even though people don't like to hear me use profanity, or they don't like, I don't like it either, or I don't like to hear me fussing, right? Hear me going off. It's often said though that because of my voice, the way I sound, and because I'm small, that it's cute. Sometimes it's been said that it's hard to even accept me being upset or going off or being mad because it's funny. Now I'm gonna tell you that is not really a compliment. It may supposed to be a compliment, but when I am pissed, when I am mad, when I am upset, when I am going off, I am trying to be heard. I want to be heard. I need to be heard. And it is frustrating as all get out for people to not take it serious unless I do it repetitively. Because either A, have to stop laughing, or I stop wanting to make out with me. Because I don't know what it is about me being fussy. I don't know what it is about me going off makes people want to make out with me. I don't get it. Thank you, George Golden. George Golden says, they don't take you seriously because your voice is high. I can understand why you get upset at that. I appreciate so much you understanding why I get upset. Thank you. And welcome, George Golden. Welcome. So, even if I'm upset, like I can't just get a man voice so they will take me serious, because I'm upset. It just doesn't happen. It just doesn't work like that. I can't even, really try. The closest I've gotten to that is when I worked in the prison and I had to yell and lower my voice at the same time so it could crowd over the hallways of all those inmates with me being in the middle of a hallway. Yeah. Picture small petite woman with this voice in the middle of a hallway with hundreds of inmates towering over me, damn near knocking me down. And officers way down the other way. Yeah, that part. But so those are a couple of things, ladies. And now listen to this, ladies, my American Black women. Being less competitive with the American Black men. Men, period. And I will tell you, I never understood women wanting to compete with the American Black man or men, period, anyway. I don't want to compete with a man. I don't want to be more muscular than a man. I don't want to be taller than a man. I don't want to have my voice deeper than a man. I don't want to lift more than a man. What else? What else I don't want? What else I don't want? I don't want more women than a man. Okay, I don't want women, period. But I'm just saying. Because, I'm a heterosexual woman. I'm just saying. But I don't want, I don't want to have to make more money than my man. So I don't want to compete with him financially, right? I don't have to have the most degrees than me. Like, oh, you got 2 degrees? Well, I'm going to go get 4 degrees. Oh, so you got 4 degrees, but I'm going to go and get 4.5 degrees. Oh, oh, 5? Oh, you got a whole 5 degrees? Oh, and you're a doctor. Oh, you got a doctorate? Okay, that's fine. Well, I am going to go to school and I am going to get more in debt because I am going to go get my doctorate too. And while I'm at it, I'm going to get another master's degree in something else. And while I'm at it, I'm going to have another master's degree. Okay? How about that? So, no, you will not one up me. I will continue to one up you. Okay? Oh, you got a trade? Oh, you have a trade and an education? Oh, really? So you can provide. I don't need you to provide for me. I take care of myself. I got this. I don't need you for nothing. I can do this all by myself. I'm smart. I am intelligent. I can read. I can write. I can drive. I can count money. I got bank. I have a car. I can drive a nice car. I can get a nice whip. I can get a big house. I can do everything that you can do, and I can do it better. Ladies, my sisters, play team. Play teammate, not opposing team competitor. Teammate, not competitor. No, I'm not going to say don't go get an education. Although I am, honestly, I am anti college education bills. I am anti college education financial stress and drain. So if you're going to do that, you probably should just go ahead and work really hard to get a scholarship, look for grants, and definitely working in the field already, try to get it in the field before you go get that degree in that debt. I am anti-college debt. Now back to what I was saying. By all means, if you have a desire to be educated, more educated, I will not say don't go and get an education. Don't go increase your learning. And learning is one of those things that make us better versions of ourselves. So I'm not going to say don't go get a better education. I am going to say don't let getting a better education, don't let getting a higher education, don't let getting your degrees get in the way of you getting married, the way of you becoming a family woman. And don't use it to compete with men. Don't use it to throw it in men's faces. What is this? So that's it, ladies. Okay, what I have for my sisters. We're gonna give back, work to get back to life. Oh, and no, I thought I was done, but no, I'm not. Listen, mainstream media is not our friend. Being a thought, being a slut, being a whore, being loudmouth, being combative just for the sake of being combative, being argumentative just for the sake of being argumentative. Did I say loud? Being loudmouth? Being loudmouth? I mean, just talking loud for no reason. Like people hear you. You don't have to be talking loud if they can. I have to talk loud a lot of times because of my voice. I have to talk loud. Some of you do not have to talk loud. You choose to talk loud. And I don't have to talk loud all of the time. Only when people say, I can't hear you. What did you say? I couldn't hear you because of the music. Or, whatever. But not just to be talking loud. Some of us talk loud just to be talking loud. Some of you do it because you see it being done on TV. Look, it's not cute. The images that they are putting out there to portray us as Black women is not good. It's horrifying. Even with the music. Okay, look, just because they said it was a hot girl summer didn't mean that you had to go out there and have a hot girl summer. Because the hot girl summer looked like a thotty mess. And I admit, So I've been talking to the fellas. I've been talking to the men's. The men's is this, the men's in them. Because I'm forever trying to get an understanding about the men's in them. Okay. Hi, Dev Copper. I am forever trying to, because number one, I just want to know, like, I just want to understand my people. And I'm a heterosexual woman, so I definitely want to understand the man. You know, like it's important to me to understand the men's in them. I be listening. So I've been talking to the men's in them. And I hope Jack Spade don't just pop up out of nowhere to check my grammar and my slang. Just in case, because he will catch the replay. Okay, so Jack, yes, I am using urban slang and I am using improper grammar. Again, I'll get back on the proper grammar and enunciation and proper defining of the words maybe in the next stream. You're welcome, Dev Copper. I appreciate it. So, okay, so where was I? Oh, it's a bad look. And about this hot girl summer, you know, let's not do it again because it's not a good look. It's not a good look for us to be out here because even the men's in them said it. Because I had an argument for us ladies. I want you to know I had our back for a minute. I was there. I was in it. I was in the conversations. I was like, no, you made the thoughts popular. It's because of you that women want to go out here and change their bodies and want to go and get all these blood injections at the risk of dying. It's because of you that women are lightening their skin. It's because of you that women wear the weave. Or it's because of you that the women are doing this because y'all make it popular with likes and clicks and comments on social media. And in your videos, y'all did it. And what the men's in them had to say. The men's in them. The men's in them said they don't, a man of quality does not choose or want to marry a thought. They want to screw the thought. They want to, screw meaning have sex. They want to have sex with the thought. They want to have sex with the whore, but they don't want to marry the whore. They don't want to bring the thought home to meet family. No, they don't want that. The homies can meet the thought. They don't mind the homies meeting the thought. The thought, the whore, she can meet them. And in comes Jack Spade. Almost on cue. Hey, Jack. So there's that for that, right? But so I even said I came back. I had some pushback for them. Hear me? Yes, I'm clapping my hands. I am. Yes. But yes, I had pushback. I came back with them with this. I said, but there are some men, even celebrity men, marrying the thoughts and marrying the hoes. They even marry white hoes. They even marry non-black hoes and non-black thoughts, but these thoughts are getting married. They sure are. And the response I got to that was, these are a different kind of men. They don't really want that thought. Or some, just married them because they had a baby. So I had some pushback for that. I had us, y'all. I had us. I was in here. Yes, I was in here. I had us. I was like, but why did they have babies with a thought, right? Like, because, hold on, Jack says, I let my representative do the talking for me. Plus, I have a Kevin Hart like as my warm-up. Yes, you do, Jack. So I was like, why would you plant your seed in what you know to be a thought, in what you know to be a hoe, a whore, right? Tell me, I was here. I was here for all the pushback, okay? I was game. Game. Okay, I had game. And the men and them had said that was they bad. Nope, we should not have given our seed to the thought. That was bad on our part. But hey, since it happened, some choose to go ahead and marry the thought, and some choose not to. But so the point of that is the men in them that I spoke to. Now I can't speak for all of these, boogers out here, but the ones that I spoke to took responsibility. They said that was their bad. So okay. But essentially, the overall consensus from the men in them is they don't really want to marry the hoe. They don't really want to marry the slut. And when I said, but look at what is shown on TV, you have I'm not going to name specific shows, but a lot of the reality shows, these women were clearly, a lot of these women, not all of them, not all of them are like that. I can say Nawalt and Namat on my channel, Nawalt. Not all women are like that, and not all men are like that on my channel. So I'm going to say it again. Not all women are like that. So not all of the women on these reality shows act like this, but a great majority of them. Peace, Annabelle comes home. Peace, Omar, welcome. Happy 2020. But a great majority of them were definitely already whores or thoughts, or they definitely had you could definitely put them on the whore and thought scale and give them some kind of registration point, okay? Okay? It was definitely like, you would have to have been blind to not recognize the thought in them, to not recognize the sluts in them. You would have had to have been blind. So the pushback I got with that is, because I also said, in my pushback, I also said, and that's why you have a lot of females and women trying to be like what they see on TV. Number one, because they have episode after episode after episode, season after season after season. These shows get popular, and men do recognize and big up the women in these shows. Oh, she had the big juicies. Or, she had man, did you see what she had on? She had a man. Oh, wait, let me grab my man voice. Let me get my man voice. Man voice time. Hold on. Okay, wait. Hold on. I'm going to get it. Hold on a second. Okay. Man, did you see what she had on, dog? My nigga. So, yeah, okay. So they say that, the guys say that, and what they came back to me with was, it's just entertainment though. We don't try to live our lives like what we see on TV. You women do. Let me try that in my man voice. But we don't live through TV though. We understand it's just entertainment. Y'all women, it be y'all women that can't separate reality from entertainment. Y'all even judge us on based upon entertainment, based upon celebrities. But that ain't the average real quality black man is not trying to marry those thoughts. I mean, yeah, we see them. I mean, they got their stuff out, so you know, we gonna look. I mean, it's out there. We gonna look, but we don't want to marry him. We may want to, you know. Okay, I think I'm done. I think I'm done with the man voice because it's starting to scratch my throat. But that was fun. So, ladies, my sisters, frankly, I'm not even entertained by that stuff. But it ain't all about me. So for those of you who really get caught up in those shows and you admire, you envy, you want to be like, you want that lifestyle, the men's in them is saying, the men's in them are saying that they do not like that. The men's in them in the real world are saying they do not want to be in those men positions that have married those women and have those women on those shows. The men's in them done said, now, these are the men's in them that I talk to. Okay, this ain't all the men's in them. Let me be clear. But the men's in them has said they don't want their women acting like those women. They don't want to have all of their business aired out in front of the world. So that's two things. They don't want to really marry those kind of women. And they don't really want all of their business aired out in front of the world for everyone to see. So going online and grabbing your man and putting your man online when he has chosen to not be all up in social media and all up in the mix of everything is not a good idea. You don't really want to do that. I mean, you may really want to, but I'm saying it's not a good idea for you to do that. All right? So, ending the message with to my American black women, my sisters, listen. The goal is to work on being less of a thought, to where the thoughts can be like, the thoughts should be the unicorn. Now, that may not be the reality, where thoughts will be the unicorn. However, even in the hood, and it's not just the hood, so I'm not just calling the hood out, but even in the hood, the men in them have seen, they have spoken. The men in them have spoken. And they have seen that they would like to see softer, more cooperative, less argumentative and combative women. Now, they had even said that that doesn't mean that you have to agree with everything that they say. They don't want a yes chick. Some did say that they wanted a yes chick, but the majority of the men in them do not want a yes chick. The majority of the men in them respects a woman's opinion and her questioning. They just don't respect the lack of trust. They just don't like the lack of trust, and they don't like the disrespect and the disregard when they do say something. I.e., don't go to the gas station on the corner at night and then look up and you are not only at the gas station at night, you are at the gas station and you are surrounded by hoodlums and thugs and wannabe pimps and whatever else. Okay, you're surrounded by degenerates. You're surrounded by degenerates going viral. Okay, so no, 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 no. That is part of their protection. And I agree, by the way, that's part of the protection and that is part of submission. So when you do those kind of things, you are disrespecting and disregarding their voice. Good morning, happy 2020. I'm going to try to say your name right. And if I mess it up, please forgive me. But Uncle Lajonius. Okay. Less combative, less argumentative. More cooperative. We want to be more cooperative. We want to be, we want to be attractive, but you don't want to be stylish. You want to be fashionable, but not stylish. Not, all of your assets are on display, no longer being an asset. You feel me? We're not going to throw our education and our degrees in our men's face or the men that we desire faces, right? We're not going to do that. We're going to be more cooperative, more of a team player, even on the jobs. Speaking up on the jobs, I was about to wrap it up. Man, this is like a constant complaint. Throwing the black man under the bus on the job to better position yourself or to better position a non-black person, man or female. Okay, so let's take a look into why that is being done. Why that is being done, ladies. And let's work on that. Let's work on not trying to throw our black men under the bus on the job just for the sake of getting a better position. I mean, if you qualify, you qualify, but throw people under the bus? Come on. Let's not. All right. So that, yes, gonna work on kindness. Basic mannerisms that demonstrate having a warmthness, a welcome, a welcoming demeanor, attitude like, I'm not saying everywhere you go have on this. What is the name of that Cheetos character? Is it Chester? Chester Cheetos? Chester Cheetah? Yeah, I'm not saying be out here with the Chester Cheetah smile everywhere you go. You know, you just grinning from ear to ear, no reason. You just all TV for no reason. You know, looking like the Mad Joker or something. But I am saying, not walking around mean mugging, looking like no one, and especially a black man, better not say anything to you. They better not say hi. They better not say how you doing. And they damn sure better not say, excuse me, miss. No, you know, no. You never know how many blessings you may have blocked with that attitude, with that demeanor. Like, seriously. Because we're not even talking about relationships, right? We're not even talking about, you know, trying to holler, but we're just talking about the blessing of common respect, a mutual respect, the blessing of a conversation that you have no idea where it could go. You know, you don't know how many doors could have been opened for you physically as well as figuratively if you were not walking around just mean mugging all the time. Let me type that in. I'm gonna type that in, mean mugging women, so I know where to pick back up from. Because I gotta make a run really quick. I'll be right back. Enjoy this wonderful music for a few minutes. Dr. Sax Love, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. We shall overcome me, Megan, someday. Yes, we shall overcome. We shall overcome. So what had happened was, I had to go put on some cooler clothes. Okay, so now back to me, money. You don't know what kind of doors that clothes, whatever, just because you're mean mugging. So we're gonna work on not mean mugging. You know, when we're outside the house, hell, even inside the house, because who wants to come inside? Who wants to come home to a mean mug? Like who really wants to come home every day to a mean mug? I don't know anyone who wants that. Another thing we're going to work on, ladies, is we're going to work on being more fit, right? So a lot of the men in them were saying that too many of us just let ourselves go. They don't see us at the gym. Let's be seen at the gym, but and less in these surgery rooms, less in these operating rooms trying to change things about us just because we don't like it, like just to make ourselves fit in, just for the sake of fitting in. God, fitting in is so overrated. Like it's overrated. I knew I was going to be here for a pretty good time, but I didn't know it was going to be this long. I'm going to try to wrap through, I don't want to rush through this, but I don't want to be here all day either. So we're going to work on the not mean mugging. We're going to work on our attitude. We're going to work on being less dismissive. We're going to work on being less disrespectful. Hello? Hello? We're going to work on our attitudes all together. We're going to work on not throwing our degrees, our education, our merits in men's faces. Like we're competing with them, because we're not competing with them, right, ladies? No, we're not. We're not competing with them. We're going to work on actually allowing them to have some say in what we do, right? 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 And how we do it, right? Right? A little practice here and there, right? Right? Right. Right. Of course we are. Because we need to establish some levels of trust. And we need to establish, if we don't know and we've not seen our having what submission looks like around us, that is a good way to begin practice. And ladies, we can even start with something small, but you know, if his voice doesn't matter, his protection and his wallet shouldn't matter either. So we're definitely going to dig more into this securing the bag phrase. We're going to dig some more into that going in the future, right? Future streams. But so we're going to work, and we're going to work on not throwing the man under the bus for a better position on the job, right? And we're going to work on our what? We're going to work on our voices. We're going to work on not sounding like a thug with our deep voice. If we have a deep voice, we're going to work on not sounding like a thug. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, homie? um, and this is no shade. Sisters, this is no shade and this is no poop on you, because I do not come to tear you down. I do not come to have us torn down, because I don't want that. And I do not come to just throw shade for no reason, just shade, okay? No. So, you know, I'm not trying to, if you have a deeper voice, I'm not trying to throw shade at your voice, okay? By any means, because we cannot all sound alike. It's just not gonna happen. So let's see, what else? Yeah. Oh, I can't forget this. We're gonna leave Thought Girl Summer. We're gonna leave Thought Girl Summer in 2019, right? We're not gonna have Thought Girl Summer okay. Thought Girl Summer is not going to go away. And yes, I'm saying Thought Girl, not Hot Girl. Thought Girl Summer is not going to go away. However, we are going to work at not being the ones at the Thought Girl Summer parties. Okay, no Thought Girl Summer parties. You know, no. Ladies, sisters, just say no to Thought Girl Summer. Especially now for my older ladies, my women of a mature age, okay? So this is for the American Black woman in general. I will be, you know, working on some other stuff for us American Black women who are of a mature age. Got it? Got it? Get it? Got it? Get it? Got it? Get it? Good. Dear Copper, when is Queen season? Well, if you let some of the complaints tell it, Queen season has been overrated. And I guess not really in existence, but that is a good question, and I like that. Maybe I can work with that in the near future. I may need to work with that. Do you mind? So, my message to the American Black man, and then I got one for the American Black people, period. But my message to the American Black man is number one. Welcome, Helpmate in Real Talk. Well, I'm glad to have you here, sister. Welcome and happy 2020. So, my message to the American Black man, number one, no matter what, no matter what you've been through, no matter what you have experienced, no matter your background, no matter any of that, believe in yourself. No matter with racism, white supremacy, no matter that, in the face of all of that, no matter the tribulation you experienced growing up, in spite of all of that and in the face of all of that, believe in yourself. And help guide and help teach the other younger men and younger boys around you the same thing. To believe in yourselves. Jack Spade, I am currently ignoring you. I'm so currently ignoring you, Jack. Part two, American Black men. You are no less man than any other man on this earth, on this globe. You are no less man. You are no less being and you are no less valuable. Unless you yourself deem yourself that way. And if others, albeit women, albeit the American Black woman, albeit white men, non-Black men, no matter what, if others have made you feel that way and you took that on, I admonish you to strip yourself of all of that. To take off all those garments and believe in yourself. Whether the chips are up or the chips are down, believe in yourself. The things that you want to go for it. Now, I admit, I do not like to hear the complaining. I don't like to hear what I would consider crying and whining. I do not. I'm not gonna lie, I don't. But I dare not try to muffle your voices. I dare not try to silence your voices. Let your voices be heard. And if people don't want to listen, just like with the Black women, some people don't want to listen. You speak to those who are listening, but do not, you may want to note this, this dream. But do not go in a corner and shut up. Do not succumb to defeat or a defeatist attitude. No, 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 no. You take on the victorious attitude. You be victorious. You find out whatever it is you need to know for you to be victorious. To wake up, to shake up, and bring out the warrior and the conqueror within you. You do that. You grab this bull by the horns and don't just ride this bull, but guide this bull. You go ahead and be the leaders. Just lead. Just say the way, define the path, go and lead it. Don't try to drag or force someone to follow the lead. Because if you're leading, if you're just going and you're just leading, those that are supposed to follow you will follow you. That's your cattle. They will follow you. And then that is what you'll be responsible for. If you take care of yourselves, you love yourself, right? And you come to grips with all of your challenges, all of the challenges that you face that the American Black woman cannot relate to. Just like there are things that we face that you as a Black man, you cannot identify. You cannot relate to what our struggles and our battles are. And to be honest, a lot of you don't even want to listen. You don't care. And we get it. Hell, I get it, okay? I get it. But you have your own. I recognize that you have your own. And no matter how much I love, because I do, I love Black men. Oh, I love Black men. And I will always love Black men. I would never try to dissuade myself from loving Black men. I love Black men. I'm gonna love Black men. Not to my own detriment, but I'm gonna love Black men. But even though I love Black men, there are some things that I do not and I will never understand about you. There are some things about the Black man and things about the struggles of the Black man. There is your experience. There are just some things. There are just things about you, just being Black, just being a Black man in America, just being Black that I will never ever get. But you face those challenges, and you face those trials, and you face those errors, and you face all those things that rise up against you with velocity and tenacity. Peace, cocaine, Kels. Happy 2020. And you face them like conquerors. You do that. And if it means some of us will choke on the dust and the dirt that you kick up, well, hey, so be it. Don't you mind us. Don't you mind us. You go conquer. You go conquer. You be that. You be those conquerors. Believe in yourself and believe in your ability to shape and influence the future, because it is possible and you do have that. American Black men, you have more possibilities than you have ever had before. You have more things that are literally at your, literally more opportunities are literally right there at your fingertips, more than they have ever been. Break loose. Break loose. And you, Black men, my American Black men, you also take care of yourself, right? Some of you are in the gym, but some of you are not. Okay, some of you have not seen a gym since you was in your 30s and you're like 80, 60, 50, and it shows. Some of you are leading with your belly. Okay, 2020, my American Black men that have been leading with your belly, we're not going to lead. Do not lead with your belly in 2020. You know, some of you all can stand a few salads, okay? A few salads and a few bench presses. Do it for us, but most importantly, do it for you. And something else, American Black men, let's talk about your health. The American Black men usually waits the longest to go to a doctor, apart from checkups, and are even at times willing to skip an annual checkup because you feel fine. I feel fine. You wait, man voice. Let me see man voice. I'm alright. Not that bad. No, I'm cool. I mean, nothing's changed since the last time I went to the doctor. Last time I had my checkup, nothing's changed. So I know I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go get this money though. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get this money. Gotta get this money. Gotta get this bag, man. I gotta get this bag. Gotta get this money, man. Money's good. Gotta get the overtime. Listen, overtime is killing some of y'all. Overtime is killing some of y'all. You have to take some time to get some rest, to recuperate, to replenish, and to be seen by a doctor. Now it could be a regular society doctor just for the checkup, or a holistic doctor. But we need you to get these checkups. I mean, because let's face it, the longer you stay around and the healthier you are and the longer you stay around, the longer us women can argue with you, okay? I mean, if you don't take care of yourselves, you're going to take away our ability to argue with you. You're going to take away our ability to fuss with you. And I know I just spoke to my sisters about being as argumentative and toning all that down, but I'm just saying, give us a reason though, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't take you away so that's the reason that we don't or that we can't. We need you for us to have that challenge. We need you here for us to have that challenge. And if you don't take care of yourselves health-wise, or if you're out here being reckless, because some of you men, some of you men in them are trying to live out with the music. Okay, the women are trying to live out what's seen on TV and stuff, and you guys trying to live out what's being said on the radio. You have never, you ain't never, some of you have never even been in the, you have never even rolled through the ghetto. You only heard of the ghetto. You don't even know what the ghetto looks like. Besides seeing a movie, hear about it on the radio, but you don't know what the ghetto looks like. You come up like, right? But you in some of these circles. So in trying to get circles, you talk tough, you talk ghetto, you talk, thug or whatever. Some of you want to pull up, and some of you ain't never pulled up before. You have never, you ain't got life. You have not been about that life, love about that life. So don't, some of y'all been writing these hot checks. Some people don't lost their lives behind these hot checks. And I'm saying to you, bring yourself more than, more than them hot checks. Believe in yourself and love yourself enough to take care of yourself so that we can take on the challenge of being more cooperative and have you around while we're trying to figure that out and being still somewhat argumentative because we're still trying to get it together. We need you to get around for that. So don't go trying to pull up when you ain't put up before. And if you have put up before, don't keep trying to pull up. Pull up gonna be one day you're not gonna be able to pull up from that pull up. You know what I'm saying? Somebody always, when a pull up happens, somebody always comes up short. Somebody always comes up short when somebody pulls up. So we're going to avoid those bars and we're going to avoid those pull-ups. And we're going to take care of ourselves, American black men. Those of you who are not in the gym, you're not pushing those weights. You're not, and you're eating everything. You're a carnivorous. You're a carnivore. You're an herbivore. You're just an omnivore. You're like, you eat anything. You eat any and everything. You don't do no kind of cleanses or nothing. And you don't go to the doctor. Take care of yourself. All of you. Your mind, your body, your spirit. And also, just like y'all like to look at us, we're visual creatures. Truth be told, women are visual creatures too, and we too like to check you out. We do. We like to check you out too. And so, in our checking you out, we definitely like to see, some, we like to see some abs. And if not abs, we would definitely prefer to be pleased and teased by some weight, but not the pot belly is what I'm saying. Not the pot belly, not the cake. If it's not a 6-pack, and if it's not a 4-pack, 2-pack, and if we can't at least get a can, what we're asking is, see, because the women's have not been talking, and what we're asking is to not put so much between us. Some of you be trying to holler. Even if we were going to holler back, it'd be a challenge because there's so much between us. You know what I'm saying? So much between us. Now, before some of y'all, try to give me that pushback, but the women, I've already talked to the women. Now I'm talking to you guys, and you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. Some of you are turning into your uncle that's at the family reunion, and nobody Nobody wants to confront him about the tiny waistline pants and the big belly that hangs over the tiny waistline pants. Nobody wants to confront him. Some of you are gradually becoming him. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now, education, go, please. Trades and everything. There is so much, guys, out there for you. So much for you out there. So much you can do. The possibilities at this point, I believe, are not limited. And if there are limitations, they're not enough for you not to overcome, for you not to conquer. And keep in mind this. The biggest threat that the non-blacks have is you rising up all the way to all the possibilities and opportunities that are there for you, and you waking up to becoming who you were created and designed to be, physically, spiritually, and character-wise. And who you are mentally. They always have to work to break you down mentally, because it is there that once you are mentally strong and you really begin to tap and use that mental strength to begin to tap into not only what is possible for you, like financially, but like business-wise, monopolies that you could actually build and gather. And God forbid, build a family. But we're going to get to that in a minute. Okay, so hey, American Black men, believe in yourself all the way. Stand up for yourself. Use your voice. Let your voices be heard. And lead the way. Lead the way as if you have a million following you. If you lead the way as if you already have a million following you, you're guaranteed to at least get 100 to follow you because of the way that you're just leading. So just lead, and your following will come. Now, the next thing on the docket here is relationships. Before I get into relationships, I'm going to go through the chat room because I have totally pretty much ignored the chat room. So thank you all for being patient. Happy New Year. Happy 2020 to the real Aaron Collins. It was good to see you here. Thank you so much. I caught King Art Sarnisu. Thank you for your support and thank you for your modding. Shalom, my black queens. Shalom. All we really need, greetings, I'm meeting him already, and the reality of fitness. Soulful Tarot. So, listen, we didn't get together at all in 2019. So, I will call you, I'll make it happen, we'll get together, and you'll get over here, okay? But please, to you and you, so for you to be more consistent on your channel, okay, cool beans. Thank you with the right voice. Turn this up. Thank Dr. Sachs Love. Annabelle comes home. Happy 2020. Omar, thank you for coming through. I know that you're live right now, so thank you for coming through. Omar says, personally, I prefer to not get the government involved. I'm not going to a court or church to have a woman. Okay, and that is definitely your choice and your right. Let's see here, and then, but I do prefer long-term relationships. I don't know why, but just being amongst black women is just too hurtful and hostile for no reason. Hey, you know what? And I'm talking to the sister about that. Now, in my real world, in my real life, like in my physical world, in my sisterhood circle, I'm on it. We are on it in my sister circle, in those around me, in my family. Like we got this. But I'm working on doing what I can with my voice on my channel. And I said my channel, meaning I'm not going out looking to pick a fight with somebody. I said on my channel and through my media and through my social media, bam, that's how I'm gonna do that. So let's see here. And he says, men simply want sex. We know you want sex. We know you want booty. We know you want booty. The woman that's pleasant, exclusive, and puts out gets the attention she wants. Bing, bing, bingo. Marriage is financial and social suicide. I wouldn't advocate state-sponsored marriages. And all of that is from Omar. That's deep. First woman I heard saying that thoughts should be the unicorns. That's, yeah, thoughts should be the unicorns. So we will talk about marriages and stuff on at another time. But know this: I am not anti-marriage, and I'm not anti-long-term relationships. Not at all. Okay. And once again, I'm going to try to say this name, Uncle Junius. I think this was my first time seeing you, so thank you and welcome. Deb Copper says, I just give assets like a house and car in lieu of marriage, like the pimps did. Baby mama status should be. Baby mama status should be a made woman. Hey, that came from Deb Copper. And Omar says, correct, bad attitude, dismissiveness, just mean for no reason. Be nice, and people will reciprocate. That is so true. Both sides. Be nice. People will reciprocate. And those that don't, well, they can just move around or you can move around. I need a woman who can put a nice short crease in my BDUs and make jump boots give off just the right shine. You trying to marry me, Jack? You trying to put that ring on my finger? Just kidding, just kidding. But I do, being a veteran, hey, I can get down with a uniform and I know how to shine boots. Even though I was blessed to have my boots shine by somebody else. Dale Copper says, great broadcast so far, rated woman. Add the attitude and mean that we shall overcome someday. Hey, Dale Copper, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I want a mean monkey in my life so I can finally hang up my beware of attack broadside. Of course, all of my sarcasm and comedic comments are from none other than Jack Spain. Deb Copper says, ring is queen season. We gotta get queen season popping, don't we? Health weight and real talk. Slept off her hangover. Go ham. My job is done. Vote no to thought reform this November. This is a paid political announcement. Good advice. Stand up and be heard. Then get to work. Jack Spade says, I don't mind the whining and crying. I have a problem with people who don't want to hear solutions and or are flat out dismiss them. Okay, so to all of the black women and the American black men, American black women, American black men, if we could please, I'm a Jack Spade on this, if we could please not be so dismissive of solutions or possible solutions, that would be so freaking awesome. So let's work on that together. And am I out? Jack Spade said, it does not stop us from working. Then we'll worry about it later. That's what life insurance is for. How much is on your policy, Jack? When you coming for breakfast? Tomorrow I am doing a 3-day detox. My first one. Wish me luck. Health, weight, and real talk. I wish you luck with that. And hopefully you'll be home all day with that, right? Because you need to be able to get to the ladies' room without any hindrance. Good eve, no, good morning, Monica Mo. Happy 2020. Thank you. When one is overweight, they are very sensitive to other people's comments. When one is overweight, they are very sensitive to others' comments. This is so true. And even if anyone feels insecure about anything about them, then we're sensitive to comments. So you're right on point with that. So now let me get into relationships. I definitely want to turn this music down for this. Okay, listen, I didn't intend for this stream to be this long. So if you're catching this on the replay, I would have cut it off and done it, and done it later, finished it off, but no, I'm just gonna kind of get through it and you guys just be attentive to the timestamps and yeah, so let's go ahead and get it. Okay, but wait a minute. I hope with everything within me that I'm not missing. Okay, cool. So far, so good because because one thing I don't want to miss is I do not want to miss going live with Lionel Gant on the crypto talk. So, okay, so relationships, guys, gals, relationships are very, very important. Very important. Familial relationships, romantic relationships, intimate relationships, relationships, bonding, like a sisterhood, a brotherhood, work relationships. Oh, family. Hello, good morning, happy 2020. Hello? Yes? Say what? Okay, yes, okay. Happy 2020, cousin Maggie. Well, Okay, so I was just summing. That is so funny. My great cousin just called and they are summoning me over to the house. So even if I was going to be here with you guys all day, I can't, even though I wasn't, but I can't anyway because the family is summoning me. Summoning. So, but that's great though, right? Listen, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm blessed. I've been blessed. I am blessed. I've been blessed with great family. And I thank God every day I do. I thank God every day for blessing with great family. Thank you, Most High, for blessing me with great family. Thank you for allowing me to not only have a great family, but allow me to be able to share my great family with other people and my experience of having a family with other people. For those who are not as fortunate, who have not been as fortunate, and for those who have families, thank you, Most High, for blessing me. So, or relationships, was like, yeah, we can do our own. Let me tell you something. There are some things that we can't do on. There are some questions in life. I mean, we would have to think really hard about what you cannot do, what you can accomplish. But let's be honest, it's a lot easier when you're not accomplishing, working hard on things by yourself. Number one. Number two, it feels good. If you don't know, let me tell you, if you have not really experienced it, you know what? I empathize with you. I sympathize with you. But it is freaking awesome. It is great to have somebody that you can lean on, cry on, laugh with, talk to. It's freaking great. It's freaking great to have people in your life that will have your back, have your side. You know what I'm saying? People that you can bounce ideas off of. You know, but it's even great to have people that you can fight with. It's people that you can fight with, and then y'all can still. That's freaking awesome. It's good to have people in your life that you can literally cut the, people that you don't have to put on airs for. Like you can just be your authentic self all the time, and they just love you and you love them. Even if it's rotten. I'm not saying being I definitely rotten days, and all the people around me, all the people that I love have rotten days and some rotten moments, and sometimes we just rotten to each other. It's pretty rotten. I have people like we will talk trash to each other. Matter of fact, I talk to somebody right now, right now, right now. Like, who gonna get it? Let me give it. I'm about to give it to somebody. I'm about to get it. I'll be forgetting to be at work. Sometimes I don't know. Nigga, listen, happy 2020. You know what? You really messed up last night. You didn't call to check on me. I could have been over here just tripping out. You don't know if I ate all the red velvet cheesecake. You don't, I mean, oh, okay. You know what? But you get a pass then. Did she enjoy her birthday? That's good. I gotta tell you something. Tell me something good. I just called you to mess with you, man. I just called you because I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube. I just called to mess with you. I'm on YouTube right now, and I just called to give you a hard time. I just called to mess with you because you know how. No, I'm on YouTube. Shut up. No, I'm not at the gym. Shut up. No. Okay, you ain't all right. You ain't and fine. That's just fine. Well, all right. Have a good day at work. Thank you. Bye. See what I mean? Like it's good to just be able to just even call people and just fool with people, like just clown with people. You know what I'm saying? For no reason. For no reason. And then at the same time, for some reason, you know, life is too short to not be laughing. Life is too short to be out here just trying to be mean and mad and F the world and F everybody and F all these people and F this gender and F that gender and F. Man, life is too short. Life is too short. And we have to have relationships are important. And you can get not only can you get a lot more accomplished, but there's a lot to be said about what's done in numbers. There's a time and a place to be an individual and do individual things. And then there's a time and a place to be in numbers and to have numbers. Some of us don't know the appropriate time to do either and both. But relationships are good because relationships also help, you know, you have support and everybody needs some kind of support system. If support systems were not important, people wouldn't kick up so much dust and dirt when others didn't understand them, couldn't relate to them, don't like them, don't approve of them. But relationships start with conversations. Relationships start with spending time with people. Relationships start with being vulnerable, allowing yourself to be vulnerable. And listen, not being weak. I'm not saying being weak. And although having some vulnerability does not make you weak, being vulnerable and having some vulnerability is actually a strength. But it's all in how you reveal it and you express it. But this is how relationships are formed, right? And you have to establish trust. And everything that it takes to establish these relationships is everything that you as an individual, you as a person, you hear me clap my hands, clap, clap, clap. Happy 2020, my friend, Ulysses. It's everything that you need to bring to the table yourself. See, you can't have a healthy relationship of any kind, not anywhere, if the only thing you look to do is take, is to be on the receiving end. You have to give and you have to yield. And a lot of social engineering is to stop us from coming together and building relationships. To prevent us from going to my next topic, families. To prevent us from building and believing in families. And families are important. Families are essential. We didn't get here by osmosis, and we didn't get here. We didn't just fall out the sky to be here. Families are important. Legacies come through families. Legacies come through bloodlines. Inheritance comes through families, comes through bloodlines. You cannot have that without relationships, and you cannot have that without having a mutual respect for each other. They all go hand in hand. And you can't have any major movement. You can't make any significant difference, no matter how much you complain, no matter how much you vent about something. You cannot make any significant difference with anything. You cannot make any effective change in anything without uniting, without first an individual love and respect, then sharing that love and respect, then building relationships, then building families. You cannot, and bringing those families together. That's how revolutions, real change does not happen without a revolution. And to be truth be told, a majority of people are scared of a real revolution. Because real revolutions take action and less talk. Real revolutions take a whole lot of discipline and a whole lot of sacrifice, a whole lot of abstraction. Real revolutions start with unity. And with things that's happening and about to come on down, no matter how much you want to change some things, and no matter, even with politics, without a revolution, some things just will not change. So families are also important. Your legacy. What do you want? What do you want your name to be known for? What is it known for right now? Your family name, what is it known for right now? And what is the legacy? What do you want to be attached? If you were to leave this earth right now, what do you want to be attached to your name? Who and what do you want to be attached to your name? Because what you do today, what you say and what you do today makes a difference in what will be said about you when you are no longer here to speak for yourself. Now, to my content creators, peace and welcome, everybody. Anyone can be a content creator. Anybody can be a content creator. If you can start a channel, and I'm talking about YouTube right now, but you can be a content creator on different platforms. There are lots of platforms for you to be a content creator, right? But in being on any platform, you can be a content creator by just starting it up. You don't have to be the best. No one just starts out the best. And for the few that may start out the best, they had something going on prior to you becoming aware of them for them to be that. But they didn't just wake up and was the best. Okay? So you gotta wake up and compare yourself to the best. Okay, don't try to make your number 10 be somebody else's best 100. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. It's a process. But as a content creator, be true to yourself so that you can be true to your audience. Be true to your own individual message or messages for the audience that you choose to serve, or for the audience that wants you to serve them. Your audience will choose you if you first stand firm. Pick and stand firm on your own ground of your own content creation. Your audience may not be somebody else's audience. So don't compare yourself and don't compare your audience to somebody else's. Go get your own audience. Audience envy is real. I made it up. I made up the term, but it is real. Audience envy is real. But if you just be real to yourself and be true to your own channel, your own content, just be true to it. Just be true to your own art. Be true to your own voice. Your audience will come. They are on their way. But if you're all over the place, I mean, you're just all over the place. You just go with the flow. You don't stand on nothing. You don't stand on nothing. You don't stand for nothing. Anything will do. Anything. What's up, Omega? Anything will do. Anything. It don't matter. You have zero standard for your channel. You have zero standard for your platform. You have zero standard for where you roam. Zero standard. Some stuff, and I want to say some shh. I'm gonna type it. Some shh gonna come your way. then you didn't want to come. Hey, it happened to me. Don't listen to other people. You know that? Don't listen to other people. You know what I'm saying? People got their own fights, their own battles. Let them have it. Let them freaking have it. You stay true to yourself and do your content. Your audience needs you. And focus, man. Focus. Focus is going to be, it's never not important, but this year and this next decade, current decade that we're in now, this year and this decade is essential. You got to get in line. You have got to get in line. You have got to get in line with your vision, your purpose, your mission. You have got, if you believe in a creator or something, you have some kind of something, you have got to get in line with what it is that you're supposed to do. You have got to get in line with what it is that you're supposed to finish. You have got to get in line with the reason why you are here. And you have got to get in line, be in alignment, and go forward. You can't afford, I know I can't. I can't afford to look to the left. I can't afford to look to the right. I cannot afford to chase the wind behind me. And I cannot afford to chase the fire in front of me. I can only chase my purpose so that my purpose is fulfilled. And what I'm sent here to do, what I'm created to do, can't nobody else do. Nobody else can do it. But if I neglect it, the creator, the universe, the most high will raise someone else up to do it. Don't you know that right now somebody is living out somebody else's vision because somebody didn't stick to it? Somebody right now is living out somebody else's brand, somebody else's business, somebody else's life because one person, the person that was supposed to have it, couldn't stick to it. Or they gave up the reins. I am not. I cannot afford to look to the left. I cannot afford to chase. I can't afford to chase everybody's next big thing or everybody's next small thing. I can't afford to make everybody's burden my burden. Listen, everybody's burden is not your burden. You have your own burden. And you have the burden of others that you're supposed to take on, but it's not everybody's. Stop letting people, let 2020 be the year that you practice not letting people put all their bags on you. I'm not. We got to give people back their bags. You feel rejected? Okay. You know what? That's your bag. That's not my bag. I'm not going to carry it. I can help you unpack it if you want to unpack it, but I'm not going around just grabbing other folks' bags. Some of us are bag men and bag ladies because of all the baggage that we're carrying from other people. No, don't put down your bag to take on somebody else's bags. No, that's the wrong thing to do. And there are burdens around every corner. Everybody, every single person has a burden that they're carrying. It doesn't matter how much they're smiling. It doesn't matter how much they're laughing. It doesn't matter how good things look from the outside looking in. Trust me, nobody on this earth is just living this life unless they're like 6 weeks old. 6 weeks old, everyone's catering to them, wiping butts, feeding, wiping butts, giving bottles, catering, cuddling. Unless you're like that, everybody has a burden. You're not big enough to carry everybody's burden. And as important as you are, and you are important, as you are, you ain't that important. You're not so important that you can take on everybody's burdens. You are not that powerful. You are powerful, but you're not so powerful that you can take on everybody's burdens. Newsflash, you are not God. You cannot play God. Or you can act. Got a lot of acting. You can act. But you cannot outperform him, her. You can't create like him, her. You are not all powerful. So moving on into my next topic, people of faith. My lemon water has just got cold twice. I can't sip this. It gotta be hot. I need hot water. Okay, I'm back. Give me a second here, just a second. Okay, so I'm back. And now I'm going to talk to my people of faith. So, if you're not a man or woman of faith, if you don't have a spiritual or a religious stand or grounding, and you're listening, feel free to stop listening at this point, and that's okay, all right? For my people of faith, if you haven't noticed, and if you haven't learned by now, your faith will always be challenged. There will always, always, always be a test for you in your faith. Whether it is Christianity, whether it is Islam, whether it is Buddhism, whether it is a major religious affiliation, or whether it is relationship association. Your faith will always be tested, and it will always be challenged. And you will always be facing neglect. You know, those feelings of I should study more, I should meditate more, I should read more, I should listen more, I should support more. Like you're gonna always be facing that because there's always gonna be something pulling at you, pulling at us to distract us from prayer, from studying the words that we believe, the scriptures, from congregating with those who share the same faith, or those who share faith in general. Meditating and believing and believing. There's always going to be a trial waiting for you. If you haven't noticed, it's so good to see you. Welcome, a sense of awe. Happy 2020. God bless. If you haven't noticed, you'll go through periods of your life where it seems like it is smooth sailing. It seems like everything is right. Everything is in perfect alignment with the stars, right? Everything is going right with your relationships, your family. Everything is going right on your job, your business, your finances, you know, your education, like whatever you're doing, like things you had planned, like everything is just, oh, it almost seems unbelievable how smooth it is, how well things are going. And it seems like it's unbelievable because you was not too long ago, you were in a storm. You wasn't the kind of storm where things were just falling apart at the seams. Everything was falling apart at the seams. So it seems so unbelievable that now things are smooth sailing. Everything that was going to fall apart then fell apart, and the pieces are where they are, but you made it. You somehow you made it. And you didn't even know how you was going to make it, but somehow you made it. And things that was falling apart, you know, and it looked like it wasn't going to be repairable, somehow came back together and is in this new space where everything is just smooth sailing. You made it. And it just doesn't make any sense how. And then before that season, you had another season before that where things were kind of similar to where you are now, where things were just smooth sailing, easy going, everything's falling in line, ain't too much conflict, not too much pushback, everything is just, you know, good. So it kind of threw you off guard when things started to fall apart. It kind of threw you off guard when you were facing things that you never faced before. It kind of caught you off guard when people that you thought was going to have your back didn't have your back. It kind of caught you off guard when things that you had security in, you know, you found out that there was no security in it at all. Kind of threw you off guard. Because for so long, that support and for so long, that security was there. So you realize, I'm here to tell you that that's what life is, especially in faith. You know, you've had those times where it seemed like you wasn't gonna stop crying, and you couldn't even show people that you was crying. So you crying behind a smile, you're crying behind lit eyes. Your eyes and your smile is saying, "I'm okay, I'm one way," but on the inside, you are dying, and you're doing this because you have to get out here. You still gotta make it in the world. You still gotta go to work. You still gotta do daycare, take care of the kids. You still gotta do all this stuff. The community, like all this stuff is still relying on you. You still got to go to school. Like whatever you're doing, you still got to do it. So you got all these things still relying on you. And on the inside, you are crying. On the inside, you are dying. And nobody knew except the Most High. And now you get in that place, that space where it's different. Well, that's what life is in this walk of faith. That's what he never said it was going to be easy. Never said it was going to be easy. And it's not going to get any easier. Listen, I've studied different scriptures, different texts, and are familiar with different religions. I choose to be the servant of the Most High. I choose to call him Yahweh, Yahushua is whom I serve. But I've studied different scriptures. And do you know? And I study scriptures also outside of the Bible. Do you know that they pretty much all say the same? Like, listen, I want us to be our best, but the stuff is really about to hit the fan, y'all. And if you're like me, some of us we're going to be kind of shocked, right? Going to be kind of thrown off a little bit because you didn't expect to live in the times that the scriptures in the different texts was talking about. And guess what? And you can't escape it. There is no escape. There is no getting away. There is no rock. There is no mountain. There is no land. There's no escaping it. There's no getting away. So know this. When the scriptures have told you, and when the spiritual leaders have told you that in all things give thanks, they meant in all things give thanks. Because it's easy to give thanks. It's easy to be grateful when everything is going well. It's easy to be grateful when you have your plans are going right, when you can see what's happening. It's easy for things to go well when you don't have complications. It's easy to give thanks when you've already overcome the situations at hand. It's easy to give thanks when you're not facing and you're not in the middle of loss. It's easy to give thanks when you're not in the middle of tragedy. It's easy to give thanks then. The thing is that it's too easy. Too easy to give thanks. And only giving thanks then and then staying in celebration mode. See, we get in these spots and it feels so good. Let me tell you, I'm saying we, because it's not just you. I'm guilty too. I'm guilty too. Things are going so good. It feels so good. It feels so right. You get stuck in celebration mode because, man, when you was crying, when we was crying, when we was overwhelmed with the pain and the suffering, you can't help but want to turn cartwheels and be overjoyed and damn near just get stuck in celebration. But we cannot allow ourselves to be stuck in celebration, because our next test, our next trial is on its way. It's just right around the corner. It's on its way. It's on its way. And if we stay in celebration mode, when we stay in celebration mode, we lose our footing. We get knocked off our square. When that next test and that next trial, that next challenge shows up, because we don't usually get little hints. You know what I'm saying? You get little hints along the way when you were young in faith. But when you are mature in faith, when you're not really new to this thing, you don't get those little hints anymore. Stuff just shows up. It shows up. And it don't show up small. It shows up big, like dynamite. Boom, shows up. And because we were stuck in celebration mode, we were not prepared for the next boom. So that's one reason. In celebration mode, we pray less, we meditate less, we spend less time with the Most High. You know, we spend less word in the scriptures. And then, you know what else we do? We spend more time doing things in our own name. We spend more time trying to validate and prove ourselves. We spend more time doing all these things, caught off guard. And the more time we spend doing all those things, not taking heed and being dedicated to what we're supposed to be doing, the enemy is just inching his foot in a little bit further, a little bit further, a little bit further, until he's all the way in, and then he starts bringing in other little demons, other little minions to come in on the attack. So that's one reason why you want to always give thanks. But the next reason is even more powerful than that. You know what the next reason is? The next reason is because no matter what we're doing, no matter where we're going, no matter what's happening, and no matter whether things are all good or whether things are all bad, no matter what, God is still God. Whether we have everything in control or whether we have nothing in control, God is still God. And just because God is still God, God is to be worshipped, is to be praised, and to be thanked. Just for who he, she is. Number 3, being mindful of that all the time starts putting those soldiers at work ahead of us. We can get some troops, our praise, our worship, our admonition can get some troops out there ahead of us, ahead of the storm, to help ward off the next trial, help prepare us for the next trial, and not knock us off our square. There are times you live long enough. There are times that life will knock the wind out of you. It'll just, there are times you live long enough. There are times where you will feel like it's just hard to breathe. It's hard to want to breathe. But don't you lose hope. We're going to see more people walk away from faith. Because hopelessness will be widespread. We're going to need covering for ourselves, and we're going to need to be able to cover others. We're going to need to hold each other's hand. We're going to need to pray for each other. We're going to need to hold each other accountable. We're going to need to bear the burdens of each other's fruits by also revealing our own. Now, be wise as serpents, but harmless as a dove. But don't be no fool. But don't be no doormat. And being wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove does not mean that you do not protect or defend yourself. That is not what the scriptures, that's not what any of the scriptures teaches us. So be mindful that is where we are. And it's okay. To your own self be true. And to the Most High be humble. And with that being said, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to get out of here. Thank you for joining me during this live. Welcome to all of my new supporters. Be encouraged, be inspired, be focused, be motivated, be moved, and be the best version of you. God bless.